Okay, so again, welcome everyone. We have people around the world, so it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So where we start, right? Because nutrition, it's a big thing, and we can talk about it for a year, and I don't think it's going to be enough. Because one of the things we know, do we have here someone not from Kabbalah Center? Someone that is not student in Kabbalah Center? Or everybody study Kabbalah? Okay, I think everybody study Kabbalah. Okay, you are not? You are from Kabbalah Center? Somebody raise his hand? No. Okay. So just for us to, again, just for us to understand, I can't explain everything for those 3 days of challenge, light cleansing, but I will give some tips. I gave a few courses about it in Kabbalah.com. Unfortunately, it's not there anymore. Since the pandemic started, I gave it's called Wellness Works. I give few courses about nutrition and consciousness. Then it was Bodies of Light. Recently, it was the last one. I think was months ago. I want to say, or 2 months ago. And in Kabbalah.com, we can save everything. So, I think every like 4 weeks, when new classes enter in, the last classes, they going out automatically from the system. But it was a lot of information over there and very powerful. So again, I can't explain everything, but I would love to hear your questions. And for sure, also in the challenge, question, answers, and before or after. Just to let us know how it's going to work, okay? We're not going to start tomorrow as we planned because we didn't share with you all the information ahead of time. And we need to prepare for that information. But I'm going to share with you today and tomorrow, or today maybe, today, most of the information, like the shopping list, what we're going to eat, how it's going to be, what you can eat, what you can't eat, the hours, the times, everything, right? And I would like you to prepare this week. Some of you might have a holiday, and celebrate the holiday. So we're going to eat different type of things, that maybe usually we're not eating during the week. So I think also it's good to start from next week to cleanse ourselves. But also I want us to be ready and prepared mentally and physically to this challenge. Even though it's like 3 days, but in 3 days you can also see some result. If we're going to follow, we're going to see result. I did in the past, I did with the group 3-day challenge, and I gave everything they need to do, and somehow people did whatever they want, and it wasn't a challenge. And I tried to explain again, but they didn't really listen. So I just did let go, and I said, you know what, I'm doing let go, and I'm not, because if people doesn't listen, so actually they're doing what they want, so they're doing their own challenge. They're not really doing the challenge. So this is why we try to do it together, and we try to keep the restrictions we're supposed to do. If not, it's not a challenge. If I'm doing whatever I want, okay? So before I will start to explain, just I wanted to start to think about questions you have. And one of the things I would like to start with, from a Kabbalistic perspective, when we come into this world, we need to remember, first of all, the soul doesn't want to come here. The soul doesn't want to come. It means doesn't want to come into this body. And because the soul said to the Creator, this body have a lot of filth, a lot of desire to receive oneself alone. I'm coming from a pure place. How can I live in the same place of desire to receive oneself alone? It's the opposite of the soul consciousness. I can live in that, but the soul have to come and live together with the body, have desire to receive oneself alone, because we know, we all learned in Kabbalah that we need to do the restriction, we need to remove bread of shame, we need to work it out. Now, by the years, we get used to that mentality, to that consciousness, and sometimes it's hard to differentiate between my desire to receive oneself alone and between my habits. We want to be healthy people, we want to be happy people, we want to have energy, we want to be excited, right? And slowly by the years, we see like how kids behave, and slowly the energy go down and down and down by the years. So we don't want to do that. We want to increase our energy. We want to stay young forever, even we feel like that, but we also, you know, what's happened in layers, we add in some different type of layers. And when we get used to that type of layer, we think I'm excited in that layer. But there are more and more layers we can remove, and we can climb, and we can have much more energy, be much more excited, much more happy, okay? So of course, everything starts first of all with consciousness, with the intention, because the food and the drinks and the workouts, it's already manifestations. It's not the cause. It's manifestation. We need to remember that. What's important, it's my consciousness and my intention. You know, one of the things that the Rambam explained, like I mentioned before, he was a doctor, he was a scholar more than 800 years ago. Today, in our generation, it started already before, like, I want to say maybe like 20, 30, maybe 40 years ago, the modern conventional medicine, they start to discover what he discovered more than 800 years ago. You know, so he mentioned a lot of points that if we follow those points, he's saying that the person not supposed to be sick. The person supposed to do his correction, because we receive this body to do our correction. We're supposed to stay healthy. The body is supposed to take the soul from place to place to do it correction, to do it spiritual work. And the person is supposed to live not because he was sick. He's supposed to live because he finished his correction. Unfortunately, what we see around us during the years, and hundreds of years, people get sick, and now more and more, even technology is better, but hospitals are just growing, and there are new diseases all the time. And if someone used to be sick from 50, 60, 70, now it's going down, 40, 30, 20, and unfortunately less than 20 years old, they sick with different type of diabetes, with different type of cholesterol, different type of things, you know. I'm sure you heard about learning problems. They give them a lot of Ritalin, a lot of stuff, a lot of drugs. So it's a huge chaos, what's going on in the world. And somehow the world is okay with that. But if we go back and look at creation, we go back and look at, you know, in our physical body, if we read the Zohar, if we study from Portion Pinchas, we see that we got that amazing, let's call it for now, for the example, amazing machine, that we don't need to think about how to divide the minerals, the vitamins, how to process it and to give to each body part whatever it needs. The body that we received, the Kabbalists explain, it's our holy temple. There is a holy temple that used to be in Jerusalem. Our home, the physical home, is also a temple, but this is the home of the soul. This is also our holy temple. The holy temples, we're supposed to have pure energy from the inside and pure energy from the outside. So one, it's like we need to be careful what we're saying, because our thoughts, right? After the thoughts, we have that energy, that it's the feelings that it's affecting us, affecting our body parts, and then we saying something, right? So we activate it, and then we're taking an action. All right. So again, we're not going to study now all of that. I'm just going to mention some points and why our consciousness is very important in that challenge. Okay. And Rambam said something amazing. A person can eat the most healthy food in the world, but if his consciousness and his feelings not in the right place, he can get sick. Okay, so just for us to understand, it's not just to eat the healthy food in the world. More than that, he's saying, if a person will eat a little bit bad food, whatever it doesn't good for him, but he will be happy and his mind will be in the right place and his action in the right place, he can stay healthy and the body know what to do with it. When we say in a little bit, doesn't mean every day to have pizza and burekas and oh, it's a little bit. No, a little bit means like to have in once a week to have one burekas or one slice of pizza or whatever this unhealthy food maybe for you. Okay, so it's a little bit. Everything that we have in a balanced way, the body know how to cleanse. The problems start when it's become a habit and it consumes the body. Now, we don't see it right away. The way that the opponent works, he's not going to show us cause and effect right away. And if you look at the body, okay, you don't see what's going on inside. We're just feeling. But it consumes in the veins, in the bloodstream, in different places in the body, and it's interfere. Now, one day, suddenly, something happened. But we know in Kabbalah, there's no suddenly. It's already maybe habits of 20 or 30 years or 5 years, depending on the person, how old he is, and depending what he eating, how he behave, the sleeping, a lot of things like around it, how he lives his life, the stress levels, a lot of things, not just food. And then it consumes the body. And one thing is to be a spiritual person. The other thing is to take care of my body, because I have to take care of my temple. If I don't care what I put into my temple, then it will affect also my consciousness, because food affect the consciousness. And then there is this cycle affecting my consciousness, and then I get into that point of have bad habits. So to do cleanse, today you go to YouTube, you can open YouTube, you can open the internet, there is so many cleanse over there, so many cleanse. But the point is, first of all, we need to ask ourselves, why do I want to do cleanse? That's the first question. Do I need a cleanse? Maybe I don't need a cleanse, Second, we need to know that even for a cleanse, it's have to be preparation. And why? What's happened to our body consumes a lot of poisons, extras. And somehow this amazing machine from the creator know how to deal with it, but till certain extent, till he can't hold it anymore, okay? Because the body always 24/7 clean itself. This machine clean itself all the time, because the power of the creator within know what he's doing and know how to do it. We don't tell the body, oh, clean now the garbage, to clean. We see, we eat in, and then we go in, and most of the food go out, right? The waste. So what stays in the body, it's un poquitito, a little bit of vitamins, minerals, and energy that go to the soul. But most of the thing go outside in the restroom, okay? Or in the sweat, or in the breath. There are different ways that cleansing happens. So the thing is that we need to remind ourselves that first of all, the preparation is very important. Why? We don't want to create in our body a lot of poisons that suddenly will start to appear. And then we're not going to feel good. Now, so what I told you last week to do, to reduce or to avoid all of those stimulus things that actually activate in different type of body parts or system in our body that actually put us in stress. So this week we should continue to, so it's amazing because we have 2 weeks of preparation, as much as we can to reduce those things on the list I sent you, or if you can avoid some of them, okay? And again, I'm not going to explain now. If you have, a different video, I can explain, but why those things. But we want to, so what's happened to our body, when we stop, not reducing, okay, stop to do something, automatically the body starts to clean itself. And he starts to put all the poisons that he put in the storage up to the surface. So we don't want to create like stress to our kidneys, to our liver, to our different systems in our body. The point is this is why I called it light cleansing. We're going easy. So we're doing preparation, and then you do the cleansing in an easy way. Okay? So I will stop here. And I want to hear you, and if someone have any questions, even about the list that we sent.
Yes, I have two
Yes.
points. Cravings. When you start taking out these things, for me, I have a weakness to sugar and chocolate, that type of thing. So it always takes a long time for it to kind of get out of my mind, if you can put it that way.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I would admit, I fall into it. It's not that I am can walk on water yet. That's the first one. The second is when you mention coffee, to cut down on coffee. What's the stress part of the body that coffee can create if it's just black coffee? I mean, what's the bad side of a coffee?
Okay, beautiful questions. Thank you. Let's start from the second one. Okay. Okay, so it's not just coffee. It's coffee. It's cocoa. There are things that where to start? Just a second. It's a lot of information. So I give really like the short version of it. What's happened with coffee? The grains of coffee, and you can Google and you can make your own research, but they're not going to tell you it's bad for you. What's happened with coffee? It's come from the family that's called the alkaloid family. This family, it's related with a poison family in nature. It's poison family, okay? And what does it mean for us? For us, it means that what it does to our body, when coffee enters to our body, the body recognizes it as a poison. And the body wants right away to kick it out. Now, if we can remember the first times we drink coffee, I know people actually, I knew people, in the past, that they have to have the coffee in the morning to go to the restroom. They have the coffee and they have the cigarette. Some of them coffee and cigarette, some of them just coffee. And they told me, if I'm not doing it, I can't go to the restroom. Okay, there is kind of sense, but it doesn't make sense. So what's happened to coffee when you put it in the body, the first times, the body right away wants to kick it out. Now, if we don't listen to our body and we stop taking it, the body said, okay, he doesn't understand. I can't deal with it anymore. He stopped, give the alarms, and he keep it inside of the body. Now, what coffee does to the body also, it dry it up. It's drying the body. So this is why, sometimes you can feel you thirsty, or you're supposed to drink a lot of water with coffee, because it's drying up the body parts from the inside. It's not good for us. Now, the third, what it does, and this is one of the things it does, and, we need to understand that when a person tired, when we are tired, the body telling us, you should rest. It's an alarm. We have to start to if we're talking about Kabbalah, we have to start to listen, and we're not listening, and especially to our body. So if the body tell me, I'm tired, and I'm taking a coffee, I think that right now I have energy. I don't have energy. I don't, because we can't have nothing from the outside that will give us energy. What it gives us, it giving us illusion of energy, because what coffee 5 hours, those drinks, those drinks that the people drink in 5 hours energy or energy drinks, right? What it does to the body, it's activating the stress, how do you call it?
Fight or flight, adrenaline.
Yeah, the adrenaline, but it doesn't really using energy to does that. He enforcing our systems to work extra energy, that I will feel I have energy. So what it does to the body, actually, it makes our body parts and our system much more tired. Now, I don't know how many coffee you drink in a day, but I know people that drinking 5, 6, 8, and more coffee cups in a day to go through their work day. Why? Because you're taking it, it's like a pill. It's like you get it's an addiction. You're taking it, after 1 hour, 2 hours, that's it. You have a drop of energy and you feel tired again. Another coffee, tired again, another coffee. It's actually really, really not good for our body. So again, I'm not saying not to drink coffee at all life, right? I'm here and there, I'm drinking coffee here and there. But we need to understand, after having coffee, I need to know what it does to my body, and I need to take it from a choice. But if I don't want to hurt myself, I want to increase my energy levels and excitement, I need to reduce or to stop for a while. And then I need to make a choice. Also, what it does, it can create migraines, headaches, problems with sleeping, fatigue, coffee. I'm just going to go coffee, fatigue. It's actually chronic tiredness, you know, because it's stealing my energy. And it does more things. So this is coffee. The second, we talk about sugar, and you're right. Today, most of the food, unfortunately, have either sugar, but like more extreme. They put in, I don't know, you know, you live in Denmark, maybe not Denmark, but the United States and more countries now doing it. They put in like corn syrup in the food. So it's really, 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 really bad to our body and create crazy stuff in our body, but create also addictions. And we become to be, it's creating our brain. You know, there are people sitting in a lab and they think what they can put and add to the food that we become addicted, okay? So first of all, we need to know, we need to see those articles and see those, when I did the courses, I told them and I sent them which movie to watch in the course. And movies about really to see the truth behind things and how they making the food and where they're making the food and what there isn't, what they put in the food. Because when you know, now you have a choice. What is free will? Free will, it's when you know, now you can choose. When you don't know, you don't have free will. You just put in things in our body and don't know what's going on, then you have different feelings. So one of the things, of course, we all kind of addicted to sugar in certain ways. We need to start to change, and in this sorry, in that cleanse you will see all of those smoothies, all of those sweet stuff. You should have sweet, because the body, the number one fuel, it's sugar, but not processed sugar. It's natural sugar. It means to take things from nature. Fruits, number one that we're supposed to eat, the body, it's fruits. And I don't know, many people tell me, no, but fruits have a lot of sugar. I'm going to gain weight. I have diabetes. No, big no, no. If a person, you know, there are people in this world, you know, maybe somebody correct me, in Hebrew it's called frutanim. I don't know in English how it's called. There is a community. What do you call?
You mean, yeah, a community?
No, fructose. No, fructose is come from the fruits. No. There's communities in the world. What they eat just fruits. And if you see them, they're not fat. They don't have problems with any, no sugar in their blood, no cholesterol, nothing. So I'm not telling you to eat just fruits in all your life. So it means it's not true what people are saying or what the doctor's saying. If you eat just fruit, if you eat fruits, there is a lot of sugar. You shouldn't have. No. The body needs the fruits. We also study in Genesis. If you read Genesis, it says over there what we're supposed to eat. And with the first one, it says we need to eat fruits. We need to eat things that actually have the seeds in them, and they can give more trees. Okay? So we need to see what the Torah is telling us. The Torah is telling us all the secrets. Okay? So if we want to reduce and to control the sugar level in our bloodstream, if we're talking about I have addiction to sugar, transform whatever processed sugar we eat to start to have more natural sugar. So you know what, I will do more, let's say if you want now to eat, I don't know, whatever, this snack or cookie or cake, just make it, like, take a banana, take a date, okay? Put, if you want, almond milk or oat milk, blend it together put few like not almonds, walnuts, un poquitito, like a little bit, not to go crazy with the quantity, because you don't want to have a lot of fat, and drink it slowly. You will see, first of all, it's sweet, it tastes amazing. Put some ice, make it like an ice cream even, you can even eat it. The brain will receive the energy that he needs of sugar, and you see slowly, you will have less and less craving. It's a process, not like, there's no magic pill, guys. It's a process. I'm still in a process of changing, and I'm in the process of like, since the pandemic started, even though I learned, and I'm coming from the field of like natural healing, and I knew things, I still did a lot of mistakes, and I ate like junk food and crap food and whatever. But I thought I'm working out with this, I will look good. No, I have high cholesterol, I have different things in my blood, and then one day I said, no, not anymore. Till I have also very scary nights where I have heartburn, and I almost choked while I was sleeping. So I have to make a decision, even though I learned, even though I knew. But the past 3 years really helped me when I studied the natural healing. It helped me to create a lot of things, because it's a lot about consciousness. And I make decisions. So I'm still in the process of changing. So we all have to understand there's no magic pills. We have to put in the consciousness and to change slowly. Okay? So I hope like this cleanse, we will see some, but I can't promise you in 3 days, that's it, you become different people. No, it's just the beginning. This
Yeah,
one,
but it was very useful. I followed your courses. I still have my notes in my Siddur.
you've been in my courses?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
So
amazing.
in my Siddur, I did the notes where we're at the kidney, where we're at the liver, and all these things. It was very good.
Yeah.
You should do it again when you are more advanced. Then you will be stronger.
Yeah. We're doing it. There are things I can't really mention what to eat or not to eat in those courses, because whatever liability. But in personal note, I'm working with people, and I'm actually because we are different people, so each person, it depends what he need, what he doesn't need, the hours, the times, according to his work. It's a lot of things together. We are a whole body, whole soul, whole person. Yes, more questions, please. I see Natalia.
Yes, I have a question about bread.
Yes.
The bread that it's an important part of my daily diet. I start my day eating bread, and I only eat it once a day, sometimes more, but usually it's my breakfast, and I try to eat whole how do you say that? Whole grains?
Whole grains, yeah.
But still, I know it's processed because I don't bake my own bread, so I know it's processed. I was wondering in your journey if bread was an issue, and how did you solve this or replace it?
Yeah. So listen, what I'm giving in this challenge, I'm giving suggestions, and each one of us will need to do the best he can. Just remember that. If you see something in the challenge and you said, "Oh, I can't do that," don't go there. Just do what you can, first of all. Okay, so we need to do what we can. In the challenge, you will see, I'm giving, it's kind of the chart and the map, how the body should receive let's call it now, physical nutrition. According the way that our body works, we're not supposed to put, except of like okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, I'm trying to make it short. The liver, when we go to sleep at night, the liver is start to cleanse all the filth from the body, okay, whatever we ate during the day. And when we wake up in the morning, we're supposed to go to the restroom. This is why we go to the restroom. We release number 1 or number 2, and we're cleaning, right? Now, in the morning, the liver continues to clean. Now, we know from the point of Kabbalah, right, what is the morning time? It's chesed, energy of right column, chesed, okay, sharing. So there is a lot of power in the morning. We have our strength in the morning. Now, for us to support our liver to clean and to not to interfere, because one of the things that the Kabbalists explain, the Rambam and Rabbi Shach explain, we suppose not to interfere the process of the light of the Creator. So let's say if in the morning I want not to interfere the process of now how my body clean itself, I need to put food that enter fast and go out fast. What does it mean? It means there is time that the food sits in my stomach and still in my energy. Okay? Now, the number one food that can help me to that can help the liver, and it says it's fruits. Fruits supporting the liver to clean, to remove all of the negativities from we don't need, all of the waste, okay, let's call it. So in the morning, first of all, you will see, I will give options of either to have smoothie, either to have fruits. For now, for this cleansing, I recommend to have mono. Let's say if you decide to have apples, have just apples. If you have pineapple, just pineapple. If strawberries, just strawberries, in the morning. Because there's also combinations of what to eat with what. We're not going there in this challenge, just have mono. Then now breakfast, just for you to know, when I'm saying breakfast, I don't mean breakfast at 7, at 6, at 8. I don't want you to eat according to the clock. I want you to start to practice to eat according your body. When are you hungry? So if you're not hungry in the morning, don't eat because you have bad habit to eat in the morning. No. You want to eat when you're hungry, at 11, at 12, at 1, at 2, whatever that means for you. That will be your breakfast. Okay? So when I'm saying breakfast, I don't mean 8 o'clock. So there's no clock. We want to start to bring back the natural clock of the body. Now, we're talking about bread, and you're right. Most of the time, we used in different culture to eat in the morning bread and heavy stuff. We need to find some substitute. What I'm doing actually, my bread, my carbs, I'm eating it as my last meal. Okay, I don't tell you to do that because I'm eating, let's say, my last meal in a day. It can be like around 3:30 p.m. or 4, or if I'm really, really busy, maybe 5, right? I'm trying to finish eating my dinner like very, very early to give myself, a lot of hours of empty stomach and to go to sleep, or that my stomach already digests the food. I don't want to go to sleep and my body need to digest. It's not good. Again, I can't explain everything now, but just for us to know. So my bread, and I found here like let's call it the healthiest bread I found now. It's a bread that it's no yeast. They making it natural. It's called sourdough bread that I'm fine. So you eat this bread, you feel like you didn't eat bread. You feel it and you feel like it's like you didn't eat bread. It's not like heavy. It's like light. A lot of holes in it. So it's not like with the yeast. Okay. So we need to find something that's very, like, if it's processed, the healthiest that we have. If we can learn how to make it at home, that can be amazing. We can find even bread that, let's say, from buckwheat, from brown rice. Today there is a lot of companies, they're making it like a very, very like healthy one. So according to what we live, if we have to eat bread, so we can find, the healthiest that we can. And the goal and the goal, the goal and the end, that we can start to make things at home, okay? But I know we are busy people, we're a busy day, so it's hard to do it, but at least let's find the best food that we can find. Okay, so I need to stop here because the Zoom is going to end in very, very soon. Keep your questions, and we might have another Zoom, and we can answer more questions, okay? I wanted to go over the list, to go over everything that we need to do for next week, and I'm sure you're going to have more questions. You can send me some questions so I can prepare for you answers, and if we need, we might do another meeting this week and also Sunday. So we have more information and why of the things. So we have more power to do the things in the right way. Okay? So I want to wish all of us amazing weekend. Prepare yourself, enjoy your day, be happy this week, enjoy your holidays, don't worry, do whatever you can, and forget about the rest, you know, just be happy. All right? Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone.
Bye-bye.
Forget
Bye.
about
Have
the
a great
rest. Thank you.
Happy
Bye-bye.
eating time.
Thank